Assalamu alaikum. So last time we were looking at the Hamza and how it is written at the end of the word, and what will happen if for example we add the indeterminate accusative ending an, which is written with an aleph at the end of the word. What will happen then? Some irregularities. But this time let's have a look at what happens if we add, for example, suffigated personal pronouns or some regular plural endings like the regular masculine plural ending, or the regular feminine plural ending, or the dual ending. Well, basically the Hamza, if this happens, the Hamza is not at the end anymore, right? So the rules which we will apply logically are the rules for how to place the Hamza if it is in the middle of the word. Now let's have a look at some examples. For example, what did we have? We had, for example, masa. We had the example masa. Masa, right? Masa. Masa. Pen sucks. Pen sucks. Maybe this one will do. Yes. Masa. So, for example, we want to say just the nominative, for example, you're evening, but you plural to many people. Then we would say masa ukum, right? Now, let's have a look at this. Let's write it with Latin transcription so that we can see it better. Masa u, the short u for the nominative, for the determined nominative ending, then cum, right? So, as you can see, now the Hamza is in the middle of the word and it is surrounded by which vowels? It is surrounded by a long R and a short u. But the general rule was E is the strongest, second strongest is U, and the weakest is A. So this time, what will the Hamza choose? The Hamza will say, I'm not interested in this long A here, I'm interested in this short U, which is not written here. So it will be written like this in the nominative. You're evening, to said to many people, you plural. In the nominative case will be written like this. Masa'ukum. Masa'ukum. That's how it must be written. By the way, don't think that Arabs don't do mistakes when they write the Hamza. They themselves have no clue how to write it correctly. Just to mention. So don't think of it as two strict rules. It is more like a guideline. Then in the genitive case, masa, again, you're always in the middle of the word or at the end of the word. You're always on the safer side. You're always safe if you first write the Hamza and on the line, and then you look at the vowels surrounding it. Now in the genitive it will be read as masa I Masa'ikum, right? Masa'ikum. So this time again, the Hamza is surrounded by a long A and a short E. E is the strongest of all, so of course the Hamza will take a ya to sit on it. Masa مسائكم 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 in the genitive case. Now the accusative case. Again, we'll write it again in the basic form. Now it is read as مساءكم. Right? So this time the Hamza is surrounded by a long R and a short R. So we cannot apply this rule, it's only R. Well, the question is, last time we said the Hamza in the middle of the word coming after a long R, after this naked Aleph, wants to sit on the line, which is the case here, right? Just in the middle of the word and following a long R. In those two cases, but it was followed by vowels like U or E, which are stronger than R, so we need to place it on a vowel or on a yeah. But here only comes a weak short R, so nothing will change. And the same would be if there was no vowel following the Hamza, which cannot be made here. It's impossible. There must be a case ending for accusative, genitive, or nominative. But just generally saying, if the Hamza is in the middle of the word, following a long R before it, and afterward only comes a short R, like here, or no vowel at all, it will stay on the line. So this time we have مساءكم. In the accusative case, you're evening. In the accusative case, it will be written like this, like the basic form, مساءكم. We can look at some other examples. I mean, maybe is it a little difficult if we look at, we need to make some space here, right? Let's move, or we can move a little bit, because I don't want to erase this right now, it's just too beautiful. Let's have a look at now. Let's have a look at our old friend خطأ. خطأ, right? Let's say your fault to one man, you singular masculine, your fault. Then we will say خطأ. Of course, first in the nominative case, then the genitive again. The genitive, we must always follow this order. Some teach it like that. They show the nominative, then the accusative, and then the genitive. I've learned it like this. So what do you have? We have خطأ. خطأ. Let's write it in this. We could start with this basic form, or maybe we could just start newly and just say it sits on the line. خطأك. So what is this? خطأك. It is read like this. خطأ. Ka, right? خطأك. خطأك. So now, as we can see, there are no vowels to write because they are all short, but still the vowels interest us. Again, what is basically written here in Arabic is خطأ. خطأ Hamza k. But, so this is written like that, but it is read like that. And now we need to look at the vowels. Again, in the middle of the word, how to place the Hamza. E is the strongest, U the second strongest, and A the weakest. So guess what? The Hamza here is surrounded by A and U. U stronger than A, so we must write it like this. Hoppa, hoppa, U, K. Right? We must write it like this. We cannot let it stay like that. And also we cannot write it like this in the normal form. Now, because now the Hamza is in the middle of the word, so we must look at the rules of the middle of the word, which are those. Now the genitive case. What you will see at the end, it's always the same old game. We'll write hoppa. This time let's have a little more space. Hoppa. And now it is read like what? It is read like hop, hoppa, hoppa, I, K. Now again the Hamza is around, is in the middle of the word, and the rules of the middle of the word apply, so it is surrounded by A and E is the strongest, so no need to discuss. We will write it like this in the genitive case. Your fault in the genitive case, khata ika, khata ika. Last but not least, accusative. Khata, khata aka, right? Khata aka. Is it surrounded by which vowels? By which vowels is it surrounded? A, ka, khata aka, khata aka, khata aka. It is surrounded by two A, only A. So, now I myself, I'm a little bit surprised, I think. It will be written on the Aleph again, right? Because it is surrounded by two short A. What else can we do? And it is in the middle of the word. I think we will write it like this. Khata'aka, your fault, spoken to one man, the ka ending, you singular masculine, and in the accusative case, khata'aka, read like this and written like this. In the genitive it was khata'ika, read like this, written like this, and khata'uka in the nominative case, read like this and written like this. I mean, if we look at short speech, there will never change anything, no matter what we place at the